I'm being watched on the internet. Yes, that's right. That's right. I'm being watched. There are total strangers who are not psychiatrists, not people in the mental health industry. Oh, they are experts on my temperament. On my temperament. And they are probably watching this video trying to assess my mental health. Because they don't like what I do. They don't like what I do. They don't like when I put my hand up like this. They probably don't like that. They are trying to assess my mental health. That's what they're doing. Because I am being watched. I am being watched. I am being watched by total strangers who have committed themselves to a particular expertise. They believe themselves to be in the Empyrean heights compared to me, a random stiff who lives with too many books. Oh, that must be a great item that you can use to diagnose me. The many books I live with. Obviously, there's a Collier Brothers thing there. There's a cluttering vibe. Maybe there's OCD. Maybe there's ADD. Maybe, are you down with ADD? Yeah, you know me. Maybe, what other things can we diagnose? Yeah. Because obviously I'm crazy. I couldn't possibly be performing right now. No. What is my level of authenticity? I don't think you know. I don't think I know. Where is that particular line in the sand between theatricality and authenticity? I don't know. Do you know? I am looking to you. My opinion doesn't matter. The roles and responsibilities I have in my life do not matter, even though I may be seeing someone and paying a lot of money to contend with myself and my anxieties and my feelings. Oh God, I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. I couldn't possibly be aware of my own flaws despite being hypercritical. I couldn't possibly be aware of my own weaknesses and my ailments. I couldn't possibly be aware of them, particularly since the last 2 years I cut out 2 addictions. Yeah. Smoking and hard drinking, which I used to do, which the pandemic exacerbated. We all went a little nuts around the pandemic. Oh, this is actually really fun. This is really fun because I know there is one person watching this video who's been watching all of the stuff that I put on here today. And this is for you. This is for you, my little cyber stalker. Yeah. You're assessing my mental health, too. You're assessing my mental fitness as well, as is some diseased lawyer, who I shall not name. Maybe he's watching, too. He's declared me unwell tonight as well. Because all of these people who I've never met apparently are experts on my psychiatric fitness. Right. This would never, ever stick in a court of law. In order to declare someone's mental fitness, these lawyers need to understand that someone needs to go through a psychiatric evaluation, a court-ordered one perhaps. Maybe there'll be an expert witness or two to assess where someone is mentally, particularly if it's something highly specialty-based form of something in the DSM-5, right? Now, something like that requires absolute foundation in law. So for a lawyer to declare that I am obviously unwell and I don't know what I'm talking about, that lawyer is, again, one of these morons in the literary world and the tech world, apparently, who cannot distinguish between authentic and theatrical. And honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Or am I being theatrical? Is it possible I'm a very good actor and you've been buying into this fucking lie? Huh? Perhaps. If you are still watching at this point, and I suspect the one person who is fucking obsessed with me, my stalker! Hi, stalker! Are you there, stalker? I hope that you have been enjoying this. I hope you have been enjoying this. What is my mental fitness? You tell me. Are you equipped? Are you absolutely ready? Did you go to school for it? Have you encountered bald middle-aged men in Brooklyn before? Maybe that's where the issue is. I did well. I stayed sharp. I look pretty good for my age. Whereas you have all wilted like pillows and you hide behind avatars and you dismiss my mental fitness. one last word on this. If I am mentally unfit, as you seem to think that I am, you want to know what my idea of insanity is? Declaring yourself, I'm a real estate agent and a book critic. As one of my mortal enemies now does. Sometimes splashing an editor and writer in. This talentless bitch does this, right? This talentless ancient bitch who is pissed off at me because I didn't sleep with her 16, 17 years ago, I believe. When I was, no, I'm sorry. No, that's not right. No, more than 20 years ago. Yeah, the deal is that she deliberately stayed in the same hotel that I did for one of the book conventions, right? She deliberately wanted to seduce me. We went out into the world. I was dressed theatrically as my Bat Segunda character, and I was smoking back then, and she put on this absolutely crazed aroma of perfume. And then I ended up going back to my hotel room with another woman, and she knew about that, and she was fucking pissed, and she has been pissed at me ever since that day. She created a beef between us many years ago. Again, doing the you're unhinged. No, you're just disappointed. You can't be honest. I can be honest. And now, years later, she's still mentioning me. And she bills herself as a real estate agent and book critic. Not real estate agent and writer. It's important to have the book critic in there. And book criticism is the easiest form of writing by far, at least for me. I try to make them a little special when I do them now for the Modern Library Project. But that's a disease. That's mental unfitness. Or maybe it's a cry for help. I think maybe it's if I were in the business of diagnosing, I would say it's a cry for help. I think this woman is now, she's got to be in her 50s or 60s now. No, she's got to be in her 60s. Oh my God. She's about to hit 60. She still does the pink hair, the colored hair, I believe. I haven't really paid attention. I don't give a fuck. I've only give a fuck because she was shit talking me. Well, what shit talks around comes around, right? Anyway, how is my mental fitness? I think I'm doing just fine.